Welcome to another Crep Check, people, and this week we are taking a look at the Nike Jordan 1 lows in Elephant Smoke Grey. Let's get to it. What is crack-a-lacking, people? Thank you for stopping by to another Crep Check, where you figured it, we check out crepes. Today is no different. I am your boy, I am your dog, I'm your brother from another mother, aka the Lifestyle Surgeon, aka Dr. Outsole, aka Wayne. And today we are looking at the Nike Jordan 1 lows in smoke grey elephant print. So let's get straight into it. So as we like to do on Crep Check, before we go in, let's take a look at the box. And as you can see, the box follows previous iterations, with the Jumpman logo embossed in gold on the top, on the front, on the sticker with his well-known number 23, and on the inferior surface, if you guys can appreciate, it's also embossed with gold writing, which states also that this box was made in Vietnam. The size tag reads Air Jordan 1 Low PRM, which I believe stands for premium. And the colorway is white neutral grey sail, and it's in my size 11, US 12. Now with those formalities out the way, let's take a look inside the box to the crep. So as soon as we pop this open, if you guys can appreciate, it's covered with white wrapping paper with the 23 in gold all over it. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. My first impressions are, immediately, these sneakers remind me of the Jordan 1 High collaboration with Christian Dior. The colorway just feels really similar to that. I think the elephant print that you can notice at the shoelace outlay and on the tick give the sneaker some extra dimension. Looking at this sneaker, you could argue that there are about at least 7 different shades of grey they've managed to get on one sneaker, with the upper pretty much being all leather apart from this mesh around the ankle opening with the rubber outsole. As we move superiorly up the sneaker, we can notice that this follows the typical pattern that we expect from a Jordan 1. The first outlay has an elephant print, which is kind of basically two-tone, and it houses the first 3 sneaker shoelace inlets. I must say, I really do like this outlay, because looking at the trainer without the outlays, it's a very safe trainer. We know that greys, creams, and whites, they all work together. The elephant print takes this trainer from being a very safe, known to work trainer to a more edgy sneaker that pushes the boundaries and goes from being a safe sneaker to a, what sneaker is that? Continuing to move up, we have white laces, not much to say about that, but the usual 23 inlay in grey, as we can see. Continuing to move up the tongue, we have this leather piece, which has the Jumpman logo with air underneath it, which is in another shade of grey and also in both. Looking at the lateral aspect of the trainer now, let's go from inferior to superior. So looking at the inferior part, we start at the sole, and the outsole is a nice grey, quite a sharp, crisp grey, which is contrasted quite nicely by the cream midsole. Notice that the upper also is like a clean white, very similar to the toe box, which contrasts again quite nicely with the elephant print and the various shades of grey and cream of this sneaker. And notice the Nike tick is the elephant print, which also pops because of that white background. We've now got this grey outlay here that lies inferior to the Nike tick, which is very similar to the grey of the toe box. And we'll talk about that a bit more when we come to the posterior aspect of the sneaker. But continuing to move up, we notice for the shoelace inlets that this is also grey, a nice leather, and again a different shade of grey to what we find at the toe box and at the posterior aspect of the trainer. Taking to the most superior aspect on the lateral portion of the sneaker, we have this different shade of grey again of mesh. Going to the posterior aspect of this sneaker, as you can see, as we've spoken about before, we've got the two-tone sole, and then we come to the grey outlay with the Air Jordan logo on the back, as you can see there, which is also embossed and a different shade of grey. And we have this material bit here, which almost houses the joining point of the two night ticks that come from the lateral and the medial portion. Notice that there's this fine white line, which is what comes around from the lateral aspect. That white leather provides, I think, a nice contrast, creates a layering at the back there, which goes from grey, cream, grey, white, grey. It's nice. It gives it a refined look, quite sharp, crisp and refined. The medial side of the sneaker is very similar to that of the lateral side, so I'm probably not going to talk about it that much, but I'll allow you guys to appreciate its beauty. Having a look at the outsole itself, as you can see, it is exactly what I would expect from a Jordan 1. It is a nice grey, as I mentioned before, quite a crisp pastel-y grey. This whole sneaker is quite pastel-y in colour, and that grey of the outsole provides a good contrast with the midsole, which is cream. Now, if you guys can see, the insole has the Jumpman logo, which is also in a shade of grey. Can't tell you whether it's a different shade, but it is also a shade of grey. I feel like this sneaker should be renamed 7 Shades of Grey. That's such a dad joke. I'm sorry. So what do you guys think of these Jordan 1 lows? Are they a cop or are they a flop? I'm not usually a fan of lows. I'm not going to lie to you. I do prefer my sneakers to be high. And sometimes, you probably seen me mention this before, the higher the better. Are you guys a fan? Let me know what you think about these in the comment section. Would you keep these or would you dash these? Probably not dash them. Probably we want to sell them. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future Crep Check videos, such as this mystery sneaker that I'm going to be opening and reviewing very soon. What's my verdict before I show you what these look like on feet? Well, in my opinion, these are keepers. They are a real clean colorway, like I said, of quite safe greys that are contrasted by the edgy elephant print outlays of the night tick and of the shoelace inlets. So these are keepers for me, definitely. Anyway, people, thank you for stopping by. We out. Peace.